Good morning and welcome to the Nürburgring, and today we are going to master this world's most longest, beautiful, breathtaking, challenging, amazing racetrack during the VLN Permit training. And what VLN Permit training is all about, I'm gonna let explain my dear friend Christopher Bars, who is the head of Motorsport Academy. But for now, let's get to the track. And to make it more exciting, although I could have chosen for the BMW M2, which is proven on the Nürburgring, a supercar, the McLaren 570S, or one of the fastest front-wheel driven cars, one of the most exciting cars. But to make it a bit more special, since the last time I participated with the Motorsport Academy course, I took something I call a shitbox, a very old 300,000 plus kilometers BMW E36, which ran on LPG, and you all loved it because it showed to you that as long as you have the desire and passion to race, you don't need a fancy, flashy or expensive car, but you can do it with pretty much every car. And yeah, although I could have taken the cutie Golf, I'm still going to do it with the Sub 7 Up. And for those who don't know, Sub 7 stands for a car that goes under the 7 minutes on the world famous Nürburgring. Well, it needs to eat its vegetables, and one day it will become a Porsche or something, and then it will go Sub 7. But a VLN permit training is an amazing opportunity to train this car to reach its Sub 7 mark. Okay, enough talking, let's get to the track. So I have arrived at the paddock of the Nürburgring, to be precise T13. The Sub 7 Up is already lined up there, and I'm joined by my dear friend Christopher Batz. Hello!
I'm Misha.
So, what are we going to do today?
What we are going to do today? Well, we learn the Nordschleife.
Yes.
But that means we do a first 2 hours of guided practice. Instructor goes in front, 4 cars behind us, and we're doing line training. But beside that, I also told the customers like where to stop their car in case of emergency, where's the place of the fire workers, some special rules about VLN, how to pass, where's the rain, everything you need to know.
Yeah, so
for participating in a VLN.
Yeah, and especially also if you do not want to participate in VLN, I'm pretty sure that this is the perfect occasion to learn the Nordschleife
exactly.
At all. Yes, and the question is, well, I told this morning I'm gonna take the Sub 7 Up, and I also see more casual cars because people think you need a real race car. This is not exactly true.
No, today not. Today we're making a practice driver training which is only allowed for road legal cars. Of course it can have safety equipment, but it's not mandatory.
Yeah.
So if you have a roll cage, okay. But what's not allowed is a real race car, a complete race car.
Yeah, complete race car which participates in the 24 hours.
Yes, exactly.
Because it is the week of the 24 hours of Nürburgring, and to prevent the teams to gain unfair advantage, if you're participating in 24 hours, you're not allowed to use your own car. However, there's one more thing. Your car needs to have a power-to-weight ratio of 1 horsepower per 10 kilograms.
Yes.
And that's the reason why I didn't take the QT Golf 3, because it has like 1 horsepower per 1,000 kilograms. Well, I guess we're just gonna start and see what the day gonna bring us. I'm very looking forward to it. Yeah. I really enjoyed our previous training that we had in Mendik, so make sure to check out the link in the description, because that amazing man provides a lot of other trainings to master your knowledge of the track and the car control, and to get your racing license, national A license in Germany. And today we're doing the VLN permit. Well, looking forward to it, and see you on the track in a bit.
And we need to do a little bit more faster laps right now. This is coming close to Misha. We speed up a little bit down the hill here. Kilometer sign, we turn in fast, right-hander. So at the curve, we move over to the right, braking. Constant radius here. This curve. And then we are on the line for the left-hander here. Section of 3 kilometer sign. Close to the curve. Not too fast, and important is the exit here. So speed up here. Down and dip on the right, reaching Stuttgart. The radius here. very good. But we missed Anders a little bit. So we slow down a little bit. Now it's Misha. Thanks for BMW. Again here a late turn in, late apex, and now we're leaving into the direction of Foxville, direction of 93. Downhill path. Easy, even with smaller cars slightly up, reaching very high speeds here. Okay, we feel the big compression in the dip here. Over the curve, into the fast line here, then we need to feel harder braking and slow down here for now for sacrifice right-hander to be on the line for the left-hander. Up is doing very good with these knuckle tires. Let's get first. Concentrate through this fast left-hander here. They brake a little bit into car and hard. Don't be too fast here, otherwise we are too far to the right. Car and hard, another late turning in here. This is a great section for smaller cars, as it's only downhill and you have less power. There's a lot of big cars. Triple right-hander, apex at the second curve. To brake hard right here in the rear side. Braking, joining in, braking, sacrifice the left-hander for being on the line for the right-hander. Here, but we wait a little bit, we slow down and wait a little bit for under. Work. Late turning in, late apex. I know we are losing a lot of time here, Misha, I'm sorry, but we have to wait for Anders. Oh, Anders and Misha, this is a flat out path. I want you to nail your car, rev it to the red line, to pick up speed in this section. Corner here, it's flat out at this speed. Always have a look in your mirror. If you're racing here doing towards line, a lot of passing will happen here. Next corner is fine at this speed. Turn in at the end of the rumble curve. Constant radius here. Looking brilliant in the up, very good. Second. Late turning in. The apex. On a straight line. Up the hill. From the left curve to the right curve. Straight line here in the direction of sign 143, where we turn into the carousel. cars. And we have green flag that shows us that the accident is cleared here and we can go fast in our downhill section. Okay, turn in here, concentrate your square path, directional position. If you think why there are no spectators here, it's because they still sleep. Some still, I think they forget to sleep and are still awake. We wait again for others. May use the right-hand curve, safely but recommended for final qualification lap. Direction of sign 169. We turn in to the left-hand right-hander here. At the end of the rumble curve, turn in straight line over the place. And through Belleville. Either right-hander stay on the right. Be prepared for this left-hander here. Turn in here. Stay at the end of the small carousel. Line 186. Turn in again here. Oh, no position change. No position change. Wait for Anders and do position change now. Misha is moving to the right and Anders comes behind me.
Just want to emphasize why the up is also so amazing, which is done 4 laps, which equals 84 kilometers over the Nürburgring. And look, the tank is still almost full. I think I should do the 24 hours of Nürburgring with it. We'll only need 1 pit stop. Well, okay, probably
we can
8.
leave now.
Because
For our next
probably
guided
8
lap.
because of the mandatory driver changes. But now let's go for some more laps.
So, when this barrier is open, you will have approximately 1.5 hours for do 3 laps as much as you like. For the permit, it's mandatory to do these 8 laps. If we run out of time and it will be only 7 laps, it's also fine. Yeah. But if you do only 1, because you are on the time in the pit lane, smoking, waiting, then it's not enough for the permit.
So, like Christopher told us, now it's the final part of the course. We need to do 8 laps on our own to get our certificate. So, let's have some fun. just done the 8 laps and suddenly I got overtaken by an old Porsche 930 and I was like, this doesn't belong to our group. So let's have a look who that is. Okay, that makes sense that he overtook the sub 7 up.
End of permit training part 1 for the morning group. First of all, how are your impressions?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of the best things I ever done, because I must say the track is empty. So it's like probably the best environment to learn the track.
Yeah.
So a lot of people make misconception, let's go for a track day or let's do it during Touristenfahren, but this probably, yeah, we were with 10 cars but the track was empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's the best one. Yeah.
Exactly, best
Yeah.
to learn, and we have a possibility to make some exercises with the yellow flags. So, from my side, everything's perfect. We issue now the certificates. You receive every certificate from your instructor. Any recommendations from you?
Yeah, I would recommend on the Döttinger Höhe to have some, we spoke about this, we spoke about it. So it's no big issue because you were a very good driver, almost on the limit. just stay to left or to right.
Yeah.
Normally left side is easier because you have less wind, so you have a little bit more top speed.
Yeah.
Then sometimes VLN is so packed, so crowded,
Yeah.
so you have so many people overtaking each other.
Yeah.
So if the first slower guy is then not being all the way to the edge, but maybe
Yeah.
it's 3-2 meters.
Yeah.
So that would I recommend, for example.
Yeah, for VLN, yeah, I understand. But like I said, I used the wind to cool down the car because I was really on the limit. So,
That's all that. No, that's the only thing, and then I have some small suggestion for you. We can do that later.
Yeah. We issue now the certificates. One for Santiago. Congrats. And also Misha.
Oh,
very well done.
Thank you very
We
much.
see that enough.
Yeah.
Ken made it. Really good driving.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Here's a certificate and good luck in VLN.
Thank you very much. The up has
Succeeded.
succeeded. So there we have it. Permit for the Nordschleife is successfully completed with the Volkswagen Up. To summarize and to conclude, I want to say that I'd like to recommend this course to anyone. Whether you're a beginner, it's the best environment, the best circumstances to learn the Nordschleife, because as you could have seen, we were only 10 cars on track in total, only 4 cars per group, and it's pretty much you have the track completely for yourself. Amazing instructors will teach you ins and outs of the track, and even if you're an advanced driver of the Nordschleife, it's still very valuable, because the track walk that we had yesterday is something you cannot, you cannot achieve the same results by driving a Nordschleife, because when you're standing still and you see the elevation changes, the crests, the bankings, and all other corners, and you also get a lot of extra tips, it's simply priceless. It's so much valuable. But apart from the track walk, there are also a lot of things that they showed us today that I didn't show to you guys on the camera. For example, where the safety pockets are, or what should you be doing during wet conditions, wet line, or what you should be doing when you're getting overtaken and you get off your racing line. So what should you be doing on the special situations, and also what you should not be doing, which is also very important. But to see all that, you'll need to participate yourself. But also, if you're not interested in racing the Nürburgring Nordschleife, make sure to check out motorsport-academy.de to check out all the trainings that they provide, because like I told you earlier this morning, I also got my National A racing license for Germany through them last year on the airport of Mending, which is, well, I can realize that for many people Nürburgring Nordschleife is very dangerous, and you can think like, ooh, it's scary. So they also provide other trainings in a more, well, safe and stable environment. Although, like I said earlier today, today's circumstances were like one of a kind for Nürburgring Nordschleife. And I mean, to finalize, even if you're not looking into driving like or mastering the Nürburgring, taking a picture with Walter Earl is pretty damn amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more daily Nürburgring content, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.